Hey, what's up guys, it's Kira and welcome back to my channel. I hope you had an amazing Christmas, or if you didn't celebrate Christmas, I hope you had a happy holiday. It is literally one of my favourite times of the year. I love that feeling of a fresh new start, a clean slate, and obviously the new year kind of just gives that to all of us. And to be honest, I think everyone will agree with me that 2021 couldn't come soon enough, because I think the only way I can really describe 2020 was it was an absolute shit show. No one saw that coming. It was completely unpredictable and everything changed this year. But for me personally, I've got to say I am so grateful for what 2020 has brought me. Obviously, I'm not saying I'm grateful for all of the hardship that everybody's gone through. I'm not grateful for those people that lost family members and loved ones. But for me personally, I was in my lowest, darkest place in terms of my mental health at the beginning of 2020, and when we went into that first lockdown, everything stopped. I was given a pause. I didn't have any uni to go into. I didn't have any obligations. I had all of this time, and with the support of my family and my boyfriend, I actually started therapy and it changed my life. I have got to say that this year I really invested in myself and my mind and just changing the way I think. Because of that, when I look back at 2020 retrospectively, I've got to say I think the theme of the year for me was healing. I really worked on how I think about myself and I think about things, and I am in the best place I've been since about 3 or 4 years ago. And I've really got to say that I give myself credit for that. I'm really, really proud of myself. I know I had support, but at the beginning of this year was the first time I actually let myself open up to people and let other people help me. Before this, for the last like 3 years, I barely ever spoke to my family about my mental health, and I didn't like talking about it with anybody. I isolated myself. I made myself feel so alone, and this year changed everything. I opened up, I communicated how I was feeling with my family a lot more. I let my parents know what kind of support they could give me, what kind of help they could provide for me. I talked about it with my boyfriend all the time. He's been the biggest support system, and I finally opened myself up to the idea of therapy, and that was everything to me. I would not be where I am today if this year didn't happen, and I'm so grateful for that. So going forward into 2021, I like to kind of have sort of like theme words or focus words for the year, and I really think that 2021 for me is going to be transformative. I think I've done most of the healing that I was meant to do this year, and going into next year I'm going to transform. I am going to physically focus on my health, because obviously with focusing on my mind so much, it is mentally draining, and because of that I've just been quite fatigued for most of this year, and so I've been neglecting my workouts. I've been eating way more unhealthily, and I've gained weight, which I'm sure a lot of people can relate to, because when you're in quarantine and the only thing you have to look forward to is like ordering delivery, then you're obviously going to put on a bit of weight. But this year I'm really focusing on my physical health. Obviously I'm going to continue with regular therapy, I'm going to continue with focusing on my mind, but I also just want to get back into my healthiest shape. So I think another one of the focus words I'm going to go with is confidence, because this year I plan on really working on feeling more secure within myself and loving myself in every form. I think it's easy to say that you look good when you're posing and you haven't eaten and you're not bloated, but I want to be able to say that I look good and I'm proud of the way I look, even when I've eaten a massive meal and I'm bloated and I've got spots or whatever it is. All of those little imperfections, I don't want them to affect how I think about myself, and at the moment I don't think about myself in a very good way, and so yeah, I'm going to change that. I'm going to gain confidence in myself. I'm going to just try and be less insecure, and I know that's going to be a process, but I know that improving my physical health is really going to help with that, because working out is another form of therapy for me, and the mind and body are definitely linked. So I'm just going to try and work on really linking them a little bit more with my physical and mental health, if that makes sense. I'm going to really work on combining them so that they have a really good effect on me. So for this video, I thought I would just share my goals for 2021 with you. I'm a very visual person. I love to write down my goals and then make a vision board every single year, and I thought it would be fun to show you the process. So I'm just going to use the app GoodNotes on my iPad because it's pretty easy to use and I know I can make some kind of like vision board collage out of it, and I'm going to get all of my photos from Pinterest. So my first goal for the year is probably my biggest, highest priority, and that is to pass 4th year. So if you're new to my channel, I'm a medical student at Cardiff University, obviously in 4th year, and it's a very important year for me. We've got our final ISCE exams in 4th year, as well as 2 more exams after the new year. So I need to pass all of those. I am putting it out there, I'm manifesting it, I'm going to pass 4th year. But yeah, that is the first thing that is on my list. So I'm just going to go onto Pinterest and I'm going to search pictures that kind of relate to what my goals are, if that makes sense. So for this one, I'm obviously going to pick some kind of cute stethoscope photo, and I'm also just going to find some like cute kind of studying photos type of things, because I have got a lot of work cut out of me for the coming year, and I don't know, it's always nice to have some motivating photos of other people learning and working, because I don't know why, that just always inspires me to actually get on with my work. And then I'm literally just going to import all of those into a document on my GoodNotes app. So my next goal for 2021 is all about my health and fitness. Like I said, I really want to work on combining my physical health with my mental health, just to kind of get the optimum amount of happiness out of my life really, and to feel confident and secure within myself. So this year I really want to focus on just being in the healthiest shape of my life, if I'm being honest. And the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to aim to work out at least 4 times a week. I'm going to eat healthily, balanced, and really try not to restrict myself too much. Just really enjoy what I eat, take the time to cook meals that make me feel good, and treat my body with respect. So I'm just going to go back onto Pinterest and search like women in the gym, because for me personally, going to the gym is like a form of therapy for me, and I love lifting weights. It makes me feel strong and brave, and it just makes me feel really good about myself. So I'm going to find some images that kind of remind me of that, and I'm also going to find some like inspirational kind of quotes, because I don't want to focus on my weight. I'm not going to give it a number, I'm not going to quantify how much I want to lose. I just know that I want to lose weight and feel good within myself. I'm not going to measure it in any way. I'll probably just take progress pictures, but the main thing is I want to focus on how I feel, and I want to feel healthy. So that is what I'm going to get my vision board to reflect. So my third goal of 2021 is all to do with my YouTube channel. It is something that I love to do, and this year I put in so much time and effort, and I saw results. I started off with I think less than 200 subscribers at the beginning of 2020, and my goal was to hit 300, and now I'm on over 600, and that might not sound like a lot to most people. It isn't really that many in the grand scheme of things, but I'm really proud of that, and I want to continue on that track. I would really like to hit 1,000 subscribers this year, and to do that I'm just going to continue with my twice a week uploads as much as I can. Obviously it's not my top priority, and I want it to be something that I still enjoy, so I'm not going to put too much pressure on myself to hit that goal. If I miss a week of uploading, that's not a big deal, but I would love to hit 1,000 subscribers in 2021. Going along with that, I would really love to do a Vlogmas 2021. If you're not sure what that is, basically a lot of YouTubers do it where in the month of December they post a vlog every single day leading up to Christmas, and I love watching those videos, and this year I really wanted to do it, but I was way too busy. I had too much work to do, not enough time to be filming and editing every single day. But I'm hoping that maybe by this time next year I'll be able to do that. Obviously if not, then it's not a big deal, but I'm putting it out there that I would love to do that. I think it would be so fun. The next goal on my list is actually to do with money. If you know me at all, you know I'm awful with budgeting and just generally saving money. I'm a bit of a shopping addict. So I actually got myself a job this year. I'm going to be one of the people giving the vaccines for COVID, which is really exciting. But from that, I'm obviously going to get paid, and my goal this year is to actually save £1,000 by the end of the year. Again, that might not seem like a lot to some people, but for me that would be a very big deal, because usually as soon as I get paid I end up spending it and shopping, and it's ridiculous. So I want to work out some kind of way that I can budget my money this year so that I can save that much by the end of the year. I think that would be really cool. And my last goal for 2021, I want to have a simple daily routine. So I want to be really strict with myself and make myself a good sleep schedule, because at the moment my sleep is all over the place, and a lot of the time I do feel really tired and fatigued. So I really want to sort that out, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to get myself on a routine where I go to bed by 9, asleep by 10, and in that hour I don't want to have any technology. I actually want to read, and then I wake up at 7, so I'm sleeping from 10 till 7 every single day, including the weekends, because I think sometimes I can do it during the week and then the weekends I let myself sleep in till like the afternoon and it throws me off, and then the next week I have to work on getting back into the routine. And I think if I just made it a habit for every day, it would be way more beneficial. Going along with that, like I said, I would like to read in that hour before bed. I'd like to be technology free and just reading. I usually quantify my reading goals by the amount of books I want to read in a year, but I think that really takes the joy away from reading, because instead of just kind of reading when I feel like it because I'm enjoying the book, I put all this pressure on myself to read a certain number of books, and in the end it's just not that enjoyable because I'm just reading it because I want to tick off a goal from my list. So this year I'm not going to give myself a specific number. I'm just going to do some research into books that I'm interested in reading and read them when I can. At the moment I actually think I'm really getting into the crime thriller kind of genre. I'm reading a book called My Lovely Wife at the moment, and it is very intense. So yeah, those are all my goals for the new year. I'm just going to work on making my vision board a little bit more aesthetically pleasing, and I'll pop the end product up on the screen for you now. I'm actually going to make that my desktop screensaver on my laptop, so every morning when I open my laptop that'll be the first thing I see, and I'm hoping it'll re-inspire me and remind me of my goals for this year and just keep me motivated to keep going. So that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Obviously we don't really know where life is going to go in 2021. We have really no idea what's going to happen with the pandemic situation and stuff like that, and usually at this time of the year I would be manifesting the hell out of travelling and going on holiday in the summer and visiting, exploring new places, but because of where we're at the moment I'm not really sure that that's a realistic thing to be putting out into the universe. So I'm going to leave that for now, and if I do get to travel somewhere in 2021 I will be eternally grateful. It would be amazing to do that. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, then please subscribe for more. I hope you have a really happy new year, and I will see you in 2021. Bye guys.